Hello, guys. Welcome to Benghazi TV. Thank you for always sticking and staying here with us. Like I always say, so subscribe where I message. Just click on the subscription button below. Subscribe to the channel, and also on the bell. Click on it now. Say possibly be our Hanoma amount notification now with me. I join here or Benghazi TV. So once again, welcome to the channel. Now, last night into the deep hours of this morning, the Black Stars had an announcement made by the GFA, and it had to do with the appointment of some additions to the backroom staff of the Black Stars. OTTO, as you all know, is the coach of the Black Stars team. But this morning, the GFA announced some names, additional names, Omabwa, coach OTTO, to handle the Black Stars team, especially as the World Cup is approaching, the qualifiers, from the month of March. I'm sure you're very much aware of the names of persons who have been appointed, about 15 in total, as in all of them put together with the oldies and then the newbies combination, put together about 15, 14 names to handle the Black Stars team. From the very top, the GFF announced that OTTO will stay, first of all, as coach for the Black Stars team. But to support and help OTTO, they've made these additional, appointments to the Black Stars team. There's Winfried Anton Schafer, formerly a coach of Cameroon, who won the Nations Cup with Cameroon in 2002. With Cameroon, that was the years and now the likes of Mboma and Fields and the others were playing for Cameroon. You recall in Mali. That tournament, Ghana was there, but unfortunately we were knocked out. And that tournament, after that tournament, when we were knocked out, stories came out. Tournament like Koya and Pejifo and Pam Samiko for Mali, 2002, all those issues. That was a tournament that Schafer, then as coach of Cameroon, won the Nations Cup. So he's someone who has won the Nations Cup. Also has run up second before at the Nations Cup, and that was 2 years before Ghana Nigeria. That tournament as well. He was then still with the Cameroonian team. So that's Schafer. He is topmost. He's the director for the GFA and advisor as well to OTTO and the Black Stars. Let me put it that way. That aside, also appointment that also be Desmond Ofe. You all know him, the U20 coach of Ghana. Desmond Ofe, very young, but one coach who clearly has a lot of bright future ahead of him. So he'll be assistant as deputy two, or the first assistant, I should say, for the Black Stars team. Then third maintained is John Pinsel. John, if you want man, then Fatal is also maintained. Fatal Dauda, goalkeeper trainer, is maintained. But there have been other additional, appointments like kits and managers, new persons have been brought in. Amadou, protocol, kits, if you like, officer, he's been brought on. As folks, so kit officer as well, has been added to that. Plus, appointment of a video analyst, Gregory D. Grau, he is in. Plus, all the others, the psychologists as well, has been added to the Black Stars backroom staff. Now, all of this is to ensure, when the qualifiers begin in March for the World Cup now, Ghana can turn the tides. Since we said last year, qualifiers for AFCON, it was that bad for Ghana. We didn't even qualify. So clearly, these changes are supposed to help Ghana turn the tides. Now, good results in the qualifiers for the World Cup. You know that this World Cup has been the project for Ghana and Ghanaians because clearly of where it's being held. USA, Canada, and Mexico. Special World Cup for Ghanaians. So Ghana needs to qualify. Fortunately for us, last year in the qualifiers for the World Cup, it began quite well under OTTO. Previously, before OTTO, we had lost one game. That was Chris Hutton, and we lost the game. But under OTTO, we've won our game. So as we speak currently, Ghana is joined top on the table in the qualifiers for the World Cup. So it means that it's not bad for the qualifiers for the World Cup until if they're able to pick it up from there, from March, when the qualifiers resume. Now Ghana to put together a number of wins in the year in the qualifiers, then it will be good for us. So these men have been brought on board to support OTTO to see if they can get the results going for Ghana. But questions have been raised on what these men are bringing, especially Winfried Schafer. Some have raised questions on his age. Say when Yini are 75, what is he bringing on board? I don't have an issue with that at all because I feel age is only a number, and especially when it has to do with football, you rather have more experience to now guide your decisions. Don't forget, he's not going to be the main coach of the Black Stars. He's only going to be advising the coach OTTO, support for OTTO, whilst at the top director for the GFA, getting things done on the technical side. So For me, I have no little issues with Schafer, especially when he's an achiever on the continent. Yes, others have asked that in the last 4 years and so on, yeah, maybe I don't see a problem with that one as well because coaches, astute coaches who were out of job for a period. It didn't mean that they were not good or could not be given a new job and they will do well. That for me, that doesn't come in at all. So that for me is my take on Schaefer. A former winner, let's see what he brings on board. I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Let them come in and let's see how they perform. Then we can make our judgments whether Ebekoye or not Nkoye. But until they start, I think it will be a bit unfair for us to begin to run them down when we haven't seen what they are bringing on board. So I, for instance, would only wish Schaefer and especially Desmond Affair, one gentleman I personally have so much trust and hope in for the future. And whoever thought about the appointment of Desmond, for me, was smart because you're looking at someone who handled the U20 squad of Ghana. And you're also looking at getting some of these young boys in that team into the Black Stars team. So to ensure there's smooth transition, you have the coach of that team as deputy in the Black Stars team. And so clearly, he would know the players at that level who can easily move up there and join the Black Stars team for us to build a win-some squad for the future. Don't forget, the Stars is a bit in the transition. The likes of Andre, Partey, and the seniors, are almost always going out. We need to get a convener belt that will ensure that there's progression and transition from the U20, 23 to the Stars. And I think that that's one of the first presence in there would help get this thing done. Whilst looking at the long-term future, I think is one person we can bank our hopes in that in the future, one day, in the next 4 or 5 years, possibly, he could be the main coach of the Black Stars. So why not make him join the team now and begin to learn the culture in the team and a few things so that when it's time for him to take over as the coach, that's when we'll be comfortable to do that for Ghana. So I am very okay with that. John Pencil's presence has been questioned by a lot of Ghanaians. Say, are there Nasiai, the German, other German, is it Longman, the Hoffman, the Free Hornman, and Pencil, so and Free Horn. If it had been done, I would have been okay with that because, the point is that the previous staff clearly didn't help to add that much. He had little support from the backroom staff. Whenever he turned to the bench, there wasn't much coming from the bench. So if the likes of Pencil and others were there and they were not offering much, they should be taken away. But if it's been maintained, I don't know why, but I'll just, like I said, benefit of the doubt, I'll give it to them to see why Pencil was maintained whilst the others were taken out. But the role of the psychologist, video analyst, and the others will be key for us in these qualifiers. And then don't forget, we have a new management team as well, led by Randy Abbey. Stephen Appiah is also in there, and that for me is very crucial. Appiah's role in this management team for me will be crucial because he's someone who has been there before, knows the ins and outs around the players. The players know him and respect him and revere him so much so he will have a certain role to play in managing the Black Stars team and getting them to turn the tides and get things right. Psychologists again will play a key role because in the last year, the problems in the Black Stars team. Results have been poor. So we need someone to help get the players' mind back on track. And the psychologists, I'm sure, will do a wonderful job for us in there. So in all, these men who have been brought to the Black Stars team, bottom line is that they generate results. We've been tying Ghana Black Stars. We've been Black Stars. We all want our team to win and get us results. So we only hope that these men will come on board and get the Black Stars team back on its feet again, beginning this March when the qualifiers resume for the Black Stars team. So let's wish them the very best of luck. These men from Schafer to ADDO himself, the Grau, Desmond Affair, all the others, best of luck to them. But results, Ghanaians will not spare them. But I hope it does come our way beginning March because the World Cup there, we need to get ourselves going. Qualifying for the World Cup. You are still live here with us on Ben Gary TV. Subscribe to the channel. I can always tell you that together we can build this together. So that's it. Thank you. Your thoughts are welcome. Comments are welcome in our comment section as always on Ben Gary TV.